All right, I've got a nice one right here, it looks like. Caught up on the rocks. All right guys, after last week, we're not sure that we're gonna be able to beat that day that we had, but we're out on a new creek today that you can see behind us. Now the big difference between last week and this week is about 40 degrees. It was literally 59 degrees on the way here. We are not extremely prepared. We're hoping that the water is warmer than we're expecting it to be. There's your fishing pole. Not at all. It's not warm. This is probably gonna be one of the last creek walks of the year until we can afford to buy some waders. We don't know that there's gonna be anything in here. We're in a nice old town though, and we're hoping that we might be able to pull a few bottles out. It does get extremely deep just past that pipe that you see right there. So we're definitely not gonna be going that way. We're gonna be going upstream. Sadly, the town is in that general direction, but this way looks a lot more promising where we're not gonna get over our knees and hopefully not get hypothermia today. So let's see what we can find. I think we've got our first turtle of the day. Let's see. Yep. All right, so there's nothing upstream. We're gonna turn around and go downstream. I know that we said that it gets deep, and that it does, but there is a nice little walkway on the side because we're close to a city park. We're gonna go around on that walkway and hopefully go beyond where a man-made dam is on this small creek to see if we can find another shallower section that's closer to town. This should be producing more bottles. Where we're at right now, we're not even seeing any beer bottles, which is extremely odd here in Alabama. That means that there is no signs of civilization further up the creek. And after taking a quick check on Google Maps, doing an aerial view with a satellite view, we can see that there's nothing up there. So we're definitely gonna turn and go a little bit further downstream, see what we can pull out. Any ideas what this is? It's got a nice old tin roof on it, but I have no clue. Probably something to do with pumping. We're about to cross this walkway right here. We're getting closer to the city, but sadly the closer we get, the deeper it gets. Oh, it's a cell phone. Check that out, our walkie radio system. So we're in a good spot, it looks like. We're on the south side of the town, down creek. We're starting to see some glass. He found a piece of ceramic back there that looked good and a hubcap. We're kind of holding our breath right now, hoping that there's going to be something really good down here. Literally also holding our breath. Yeah, it's so cold we're holding our breath too, that's for sure. But if there is something good down here, this creek is one of the clearer ones we've been in the last few weeks, and that makes me feel pretty good about it. Mason jar lid. Looks like there's a beer top or beer bottom. That's always newer. You can always see that rib look on the bottom, and you know that it's a newer bottle. So a lot of times you see that, don't even bother picking it up. This is the kind of stuff that you really gotta weigh whether or not you want to walk past it, because it's going to be the rest of the way downstream, and it really smells terrible. If you've ever had an aquarium that's got really nasty, that's kind of what it smells like, is a nasty aquarium rolling out of there. I mean, it's bad, I'm telling y'all. I don't think I'm going to risk it. I think we're going to try and walk back upstream, because all that is city runoff, and there's really no telling what's in it. So we're going to turn around and walk back upstream to see what we got up there. Yeah, here's a bottle. Nothing on it, it's new. Been in there for a while though. Got them creek barnacles on it. Here you go guys. This isn't what we're looking for. But it's glass. Ooh, that is old. We're not really looking for this kind of stuff, but we are looking for that kind of stuff. Here we go. Somebody's Boy Scout compass. All right, we struck out at Creek 1. We have moved on to Creek 2, and this is what we will refer to as Mini Creek, which we did pretty good last week at a Mini Creek, so I don't count anything out. Now it is rocky bottom, and that's always a bit scary because that's not good for old glass, but sometimes stuff survives and sometimes it preserves it better than what you would think. So this little creek right here is running a bit dry because of the drought that we've been in. We did have some rain the other day, but it wasn't enough to bring the water levels back up to where they need to be. And hopefully we'll find something good here in just a second. He's found a bottom to a bottle. This is what you don't want.
That's why we're going.
We cannot see anything with the leaves covering up parts of the creek this time of year. That's another thing that's going to make it a bit difficult.
Jug piece.
Ooh, that is a jug piece.
And then what this is.
Here's a Coke bottle. It's covered up pretty good. I don't know if y'all can see that. Feels new. It is new. Oh, had my hopes up for a second. Check that out. Double-sided axe head. Let me see how wide it is. That's actually probably an older one, as thin as it is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man.
Huh. That's strange.
Find of the day so far.
The only find of the day so far.
Here's a phone, guys. Ooh, man, that's an old school one. Nice flip phone. Just pulled this one out. Montgomery. Still a Pat D, not quite the age we're at. We're in a town that has been around since 1837, and the oldest bottles we're finding are 30s, 40s, and 50s. That makes no sense. So sometimes that's just kind of part of the game, though. Alright guys, I remember my flashlight today, which means that we can go into these culverts and see what I've missed in the past. I know that we have a lot of, I guess what some people would consider good luck when it comes to finding stuff. Oh, there's the first piece of something good. I don't know if the light's going to drown it out. Nice piece of pottery. But I don't consider it luck as much as I consider it hard work. We're willing to go places that other people wouldn't go. And y'all, don't know if y'all can tell how dark it is, but we're in a incredibly dark spot because we are on day 2. Day 1 was a complete and utter failure. We hit 2 new towns and we had 0 luck. And that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But today I'm going to a place that most people wouldn't. That's down this incredibly dark corridor here. We're going to look into these gravel beds and see what we can find. We've got one sticking out right here. There again, I don't know how much good the light's doing. Let's see, that is, I recognize it. That is a Miss Winslow's syrup. Pretty interesting little bottle. We actually dig these quite often. Probably early 20s or late teens. Still a good bottle. I know this is not fun because y'all can't see a whole lot. I'm hearing bats in here too, by the way. Let's see if I can show y'all a bat. I know they're right here. I heard it chirping. I just don't know on which side. Oh, now it's behind us. Don't know. Anyways, we're gonna keep going, keep looking. But anyways, bottles are never in a good neighborhood. They're never in an easy place to get them. And that doesn't mean that they weren't once there, but you gotta think, every form of treasure hunting has cherry pickers in it. Same thing with bottles. The guys come out, they hit all the easy areas and get all the bottles that are easy to get. The places that are left are not easy to find. And that's why we do so well. We just go the extra mile. All right, here we go, guys. First one of the day. Ah, the top is gone. Let's see. It's a Pat D anyways. Not exactly the age bracket we want. There's multiple variants of the hobble skirt Coke. You'll hear us call them 1915, 1923, and Pat D. That's the ones that we normally find. The 1915 variants will actually say it right below where it says Coca-Cola. The 1923 will be what we call a Christmas Coke. It'll also say it right there below the side where the Coca-Cola is on the shoulder. So just something for future knowledge. We're back on the concrete. Oh, here we go. Nice whiskey it looks like. Yeah, I'm thinking that's modern. Hey, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. How about that? All right, we've got several more of these to go down before we call it a day. There's about 4 or 5 more culverts just like this one. It is raining outside profusely right now, which is why I decided to do this today. The big thing though is if you're in an area where it flash floods, always be careful if you get into a culvert. Thankfully, we don't really have a ton of flash floods in our area, so I don't have to worry about the water level getting up so high that I couldn't get out of here. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's see if I can find my way around this tree and into the next side culvert. Yep, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. It's a bit unsettling. That looks like some kind of bone, possibly a femur off of an animal, or maybe it's human. I don't know. Y'all take a look. Let me know. What do you think? I'm far from somebody you want to ask about anatomy. All right, I've got a nice one right here. It looks like caught up on the rocks. It is a Coca-Lula. That's going to be a Brookside bottle. Looks like it's in good shape. We'll have to take a look at it whenever we get out of here and into the sunlight. So this flashlight I'm using is pretty cool. It's a stream light. And this is kind of a dig at all of my other relic hunting friends. I'm not going to try to sell it to you guys. How about that? This may be the only channel left on YouTube that is not trying to sell flashlights. How about that? Not going to pick it up. We're right at the end of the tunnel. If you look right here, that is a nice Pepsi sitting there from the 50s or 60s. Not quite old enough for what I'm looking for today, but it's still a good sign that nobody's been in here. That would have probably been removed. All right, we're in the last tunnel now. So out of 5 of these tunnels, we've pulled a bottle out of 2 of them so far. Keep seeing glass, but not quite as old as I want it to be. But for a rainy afternoon, it was time well spent, that's for sure. One last bottle that seems to be time period. It's definitely going to be a common one. I can already tell what it is by the shape. It's going to be a common 3-in-1 oil bottle. You see these a lot there. Again, that's another one that we dig. Well, we only found 1 soda bottle, but that's okay. I didn't get terribly wet, and that's always a win on a day that we were expecting 3 inches of rain. Let's get out here and see what they look like in the sunlight. All right guys, it's raining pretty good, so I'm gonna be quick with the wrap up. They look pretty good though, actually. I couldn't tell with just a flashlight light. This one looks like it has a little bit of a heel nick right there, which isn't too bad, but I'll take that soda bottle all day long. Here's the Miss Winslow's. It looks like it's in good shape, no cracks or chips. And there's the 3-in-1, the common bottle. That's okay though. We turned this rainy, messy day into something. And that's a lot better than sitting at home doing nothing, that's for sure. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider it.